Hello and welcome to the paddock, and what a treat we have in store for you. It's not very often we get to speak to riders on race day, let alone the title contenders. We are waiting for Pecco to arrive, but very fortunately we have Jorge Martin with us.
Hello.
Welcome to the paddock, Jorge, and how are you feeling ahead of the penultimate race?
Hello. Yeah, well, my feeling is good for sure. Warm-up is always difficult because the conditions were so different, but yeah, I think yesterday's race gave me a lot of confidence for today, and hopefully we can repeat the same result.
Yesterday was an incredible, dramatic race where you managed to overtake and get through. How were you feeling last night after the sprint?
Yeah, I'm feeling, as I told you before, I feel good. I think it was a difficult weekend overall. So yeah, to come back in such an amazing way from fifth on the grid and then start to recover all those positions, I think was great, and a big boost of confidence for today.
Absolutely. The team seemed very excited. Pecco is running into shot. Hello, welcome. Nice to see you. Don't worry, it's okay. How are you feeling ahead of the penultimate race of this season?
Good, quite good. Looking forward.
Yeah. It's a fascinating time as a race fan, as a broadcaster. This week we've been treated to some great images of both of you, some archive footage from 10 years ago when you were teammates in Moto3. You were inseparable in those days and you were having a fantastic life, a fantastic time, starting this incredible career. At what point, when we're looking at that now, that's what it's all about, do you have to say, well, yes, we've been great friends, but we need to move that to one side now to achieve this, because there can be only one winner, Pecco?
For me, it's quite easy to separate outside of the track, inside of track. So on track is obviously that we want both the same result. We want to add a new target to the trophy. So it's normal that we want to arrive at the front. But outside of the track, it's very important to remain with the same respect as always. I think our relationship is good, more than with other riders, and it's because I think we can match quite well as a teammate, as a mate. Sorry, but it's interesting and nice to have a battle like this.
Absolutely, and it's obviously incredible to watch. Do you feel the same way as Pecco?
Yeah, I feel the same as Pecco say. I feel like when we are out of the track, we can speak about everything. We have a lot of respect for each other. I think, as you said, we were inseparable when we were young and we were in a Spar team. But for sure, then we won the same goal. We won the same. We have the same target. So on the track, we just need to beat each other.
Is it fair to say that your entire careers have led almost to this moment where we're sitting on this sofa now? Everything leads to this World Championship. And with that in mind comes a lot of pressure. Jorge, of course, you have your Moto3 World Championship, but you've never been in a situation where you're this close to the MotoGP title. So is there somebody that you talk to, that you listen to in terms of advice, or are you handling this alone?
Well, I am handling the situation, with my closest people. But for sure, it's my first time. I knew I had the potential to fight for it, but being on a satellite team, it wasn't like the main target. No, well, the target was to be on the top 3 this year. We achieved it already, so because we are already in second, 100%. So now that we are close, we just need to enjoy the moment, try to do it for sure. But yeah, let's see what happens.
Pecco, do you think the experience that you had last year, where obviously you were victorious and became the world champion, has that helped you this year, and in what sense?
I don't know. It's always different. Last year I was in in a different way fighting for the title, because I arrived first when we had two races to go, I think, 3 races to go. And Fabio was in a very difficult situation, so it was a different championship. So right now we are both very, very strong. He's very strong on sprint race. We have a little bit of potential on the long race normally. So we are matching in 2 different ways, but we are there. Jorge yesterday recovered 7 points. So for sure today will be very important to fight against and try to beat him because our potential is quite high, but will be a fair battle, and I think it's a nice one.
It's a mouth-watering prospect for everybody watching. It was an incredible sprint race yesterday. What was your mindset going into the sprint race? How difficult is it to measure risk, or are you just all in, Jorge?
Well, for sure you need to measure a bit the risk, but I have to take much more risk than Pecco because I am behind, so I have to recover, and this is never easy. But yesterday, I had the feeling, maybe before the race not that much, but as soon as I started, I felt that I was stronger, I was faster than the others. So step by step, I was making my way through the pack, and finally winning was, I think, important for sure. Recovering points is always a nice feeling, but we have to finish the job today, so hopefully we can do it.
Absolutely, obviously. Double points today, double the race length. It was important yesterday to take it to Valencia. For everybody here, wanted it to go down to the wire, of course, but for you guys, it's this 7 points that's absolutely vital. And yesterday, Jorge put some very strong, spicy moves on you, Pecco. And you'd said in your interviews afterwards that it opens a situation for the remaining races. What did you mean by that?
No, nothing, that we can have a nice battle, just that.
Okay, we'll read into that whatever. We'll see it on the track very shortly, of course.
Obviously in fair mode, in the fairest way.
Yeah. Is it a case now of winning at all costs within the rules?
No, no, you cannot win all costs. You cannot pull somebody and make him crash. I think it's a wrong way to win. Maybe there are some situations that can happen, but it's not the way I feel you have to win. So I will always be under the rules. We know we have a narrow line, so it's really complicated to make a move. And yeah, maybe sometimes can happen what happened yesterday, but I think we have a really fair play.
Tell me how long you spent poring over the data last night. You obviously had a problem yesterday. You said you didn't have the feeling with the rear tyre. So you have a bank of data that you can all look at. And how long do you spend working everything out for today?
Not as much, because then it's worst. When you are too focused on something, then it becomes too much. So I seen some laps, not just from Jorge, but also from Dija, that was very strong, Marine at the start. So we compared different data, and was useful for sure. This morning we tried the warm-up, we tried to have something on the bike, but we come back to the setting of yesterday. And I'm quite sure that today we will not have the same feeling of yesterday, because it cannot happen every time.
Okay, we're running out of time, I believe, but it must be quite frustrating when you've had a perfect Saturday and then everybody can look at the data of your perfect Saturday and change their settings. But here we are, we have a race ahead of us, the penultimate race of the season. Jorge, will you become the world champion this year?
Well, we will never know. We will know soon. We will know in Valencia. What is sure is that I think we both prefer to do it in Valencia, because I think it's a really nice place to win a championship. I don't know if I will get it this year or not, but I think the level I show already this year is amazing. I'm so happy about the results we did. So now I will try to enjoy today's race, try to enjoy next weekend, and don't have a lot of pressure. Try to just have fun like yesterday, and I think things will come.
Okay, Jorge, Pecco, it's lovely to chat to you both, and we wish you, the whole community wishes you the best, and may the best man win the championship. What a joy to watch you race. Thank you very much. You've got to go meet your fans now at the Hero Walk. So a big round of applause for our title contenders for this 2023 season.
take one first here. Two, go with me please. Fantastic ride, man. Fantastic.
No, pero las condiciones eran bastante extrañas, era muy fácil equivocarse por Bautista.
¡Marco, quiere dar algo! ¡Márquez! ¿Te quiere dar algo? ¿Te quiere dar algo? Please.